First and foremost, I'd like to thank you all for attending today. My name is Ryan Lindblad, and I'm running to represent you as the Vice President External of the ULSU for the academic year of 2020-2021. I'm currently in my 5th year here at the University of Lethbridge and have been enrolled in the political science program since I got here. I've had the opportunity this year to represent my fellow arts and science students by being one of the arts and science representatives on the General Assembly. This was a fantastic experience for me because I learned many things about the organization that I don't think I would have known about were it not for being on the General Assembly. I have had the opportunity to sit on a variety of committees, all of which offered me new and unique glance into aspects of the university that I would not have known about otherwise. It was through this initial position of arts and science representative that I came to become more interested in student advocacy, and I felt like I was able to get a better pulse on the issues that my fellow students were facing. I was also able to take on an interesting role within the student union itself as I sat on the strategic planning committee, which is in the process of creating a document with suggestions of goals for future executives and general assemblies to pursue based off our experience of what we believe the student union could be doing better at. Advocacy and policymaking has always been of incredible interest to me. It is the reason I pursued a political science degree in the first place, as my passion for politics made it impossible for me not to try and pursue a career focused on the public sector. The university has been a place for me to develop tremendously both personally and professionally, and has given me opportunities to improve myself and pursue my passions. As VP External, you are the primary and sometimes only student advocate that our external stakeholders will have contact with. In some cases, just as I experienced as a General Assembly member, you will be the only student voice in a room full of people who are preparing to make decisions that will greatly affect student lives. I'm running for this position because I feel it is incredibly in line with my personal interests and talents, and because I know I can succeed as that student voice in that room. The motto of the ULSU that we often have surrounding our crest, and the one that we display on items such as our coffee mugs, is advocacy, service, and representation. While all the positions display these attributes, it is the unique position of the VP External to exemplify and live up to these ideas to all those outside of our campus, and I feel no 3 words describe the responsibility of the VP External better. What does student advocacy actually mean, and what are the foundational aspects of my campaign that I would like to try and accomplish? First and foremost, the most simple goal I would like to accomplish is preventing another 7% increase in student fees like we experienced this year. I'd like to point out that in my discussions with the current executives, I know how hard they fought this very same increase as well, and in many cases the hands of the school administration were simply tied and they too wanted to avoid this increase. This is a symptom of a far greater disease. The disease itself is government administrations that want to move post-secondary education to a format of student and tuition-based funding in order for them to cut public funding. Simply put, to accommodate the cuts, the loss of budget will be placed onto us. This gets down to the bread and butter of what I believe the true issues we face in the upcoming years amount to. We need student voices to advocate that we are not going to take abuse lying down. We need student advocates that are going to fight to preserve the idea that post-secondary education is an idea worth funding and something from which the government will see returns of investment. Simply put, I believe more than ever we are going to be in a fight with those who are in power that see us as a revenue stream first and students and future professionals second. Another initiative of mine would be to get our funding for mental health services back, as I believe these services are of critical importance for many of our students. For many of this university, the cutting of our mental health care services would not have been something you have felt or have had to deal with. But for many of our students, this service was of critical importance for them to be able to accomplish all that they can as students here. And I'll fight to try and get this funding back for those that need it. I believe that many of these goals, while daunting, are accomplishable, and I believe that the best way to accomplish them is through unity with our other student associations in the form of CAUSE, the Council of Alberta University Students, and CASA, the Canadian Alliance of Student Associations. Taking a leadership role within these organizations would be of great importance to me because I believe that it would be one of the best ways to ensure the University of Lethbridge remains a leader in student advocacy and will allow me to champion our needs on your behalf. I'd like to thank all of you that have attended today, and I truly hope that I have earned your trust as your potential next VP External. Thank you.